been in my genes since I was a little kid.
Told my mother I wanted to be a river doctor when I grew up. I have
Wanted to be
one
a
hard question. At the river mouth, directly upstream, we have a major impact on the river. The Rangers City, all the agencies involved in that area directly upstream from the river mouth don't have the money and resources to do what they need to do. What do you do about it if your business is over there?
Part of that, what we were talking about earlier, was land competition, and you mentioned one on that, and encourage business to be here so we can grow our ways to people where we can solve this type of problems. And I work on the charitable side of things, I work with business, I mean, that's my job, I'm sharing business. So I think I have the tools to bring those two sides together, but we've got to fix our financial problem. The other thing I'd like to see is for the city to absolutely do away with baseline budget. But with zero based budgeting system, not being in business, it will change the world.
Actually, I'm going to throw a curve at you.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a couple financial questions if I fit them in.
Sure.
I'm in Santee, and we have had basically almost zero growth in terms of population for probably maybe 15 years or so. Our city has done very well because we've grown the town center, the commercial, and we've kept the residential in a very small component. Whereas we look outside, we see City of San Diego bankrupt, Chula Vista, got all this great development bankrupt basically. So I'm wondering, what is your philosophy in terms of the balance of commercial to residential? Because from my perspective, residential costs more to the general fund than it brings in.
I'd like to do keeping the commercial and especially for that matter, new residential. Because I mean, San Diego was based on park. I mean, it was a brand new area. I want to see that stuff focused around our public transportation corridors, our trolley system in respective cities. Keeps cars off the road, improves the quality of the air and the water for everyone to live. I'd like to see that happen, and I'd like to see a good balance. But I need to come to people like you, other people from the industry, people from the neighborhoods, to find out exactly what that balance is.
If I could follow up with one more. One of the issues that we have is funding land management for the multiple species reserve. The city's also working on a vernal pool habitat conservation plan, which needs to have funding to be implemented. It's been a struggle since the MSCP was first approved. Would you fund that type of land management, and if so, how would you do it?
The how is what we're talking about. Different ways to say it. So, and I'd be very interested in how to fund it and what that balance is. I'm a firm believer in balance on that stuff. I mean, when I'm in business negotiating deals and stuff, you know, no sensitivity for which list that we're trying to come up. Certainly, that's the approach I would take. The stuff that I advocate petition for and manage my petition, give us some of the money to that first.
Scott, if you don't mind, there's a lot of
I'm sorry.
background noise.
He's over here, so
Oh,
he's
yeah,
over here.
I can't hear you. So. Next question.
Again, Mission Trails Regional Park, I'm representing the Citizens Advisory Committee. I know you said you're involved in open space. How much do you know about Mission Trails as governance? As I said, the task force has for many, many years traditionally been chaired by council districts, and I don't see that changing. And so what would you see your role and your support?
I know a little bit about it. Jay Wilson's a good personal friend of mine, and he kind of has been keeping me abreast of what's going on down there. I like Mission Trails Regional Park. I like the idea of expanding it. When I was a kid, that was where we used to go down to the dam and play with the flagpole and that kind of thing. But again, it goes back to that's how we need to educate our kids. And I think somebody from District 7 needs to be in charge of that resource, because I mean, who else cares about it more than the people of District 7? Hope that answers it.
Other questions? Eric?
One of the first things we did at this forum when I first joined was to approve the San Diego City Master Plan for developing the river park. At the last Conservancy meeting, we were told that with luck, after 7 years, it might actually go forward for approval this year. You got any idea how you move that along, or what's been the cause of delays?
Yeah, that's a big task. That goes back to changing the culture at City Hall, and that's not going to happen overnight. But I think if we get to the point where we can reward people for doing a good job, we give them audits and parameters and how to do a good job, responsive to the people and have that how may I help you attitude when you're doing business. If we can change that at City Hall and give them rewards for doing that, I think it's very good.
Great.